Well, OPM singer-songwriter Juan Karlos is giving us all the feels with his new album, SSNV, and he speaks on honesty, heartbreak, and healing. Now, all these, while of course, he's again proving his acting chops in a new series and doing, well, just a whole bunch of other rock star things, right? Don't laugh. It's all you. And to tell us more, we've got joining us this morning is no less than Juan Karlos himself. Ano, ayaw mo yung lahat ng mga rock star feels?
I don't know what to feel. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, so let's start first with your album. I mean, finally, 3 years after Diwa, you come up with, all of these sad songs. SS and... right, okay.
I don't know.
What? Okay, so was that... Okay, tell me na lang. Tell me, what inspired you or what brought this about?
What inspired?
Okay.
Well, so where do I start?
Life and love inspired.
No, I mean, I've basically gone. I've gone through like a thing that I guess everybody goes
Yes, of
through.
course.
Everybody goes through it in life.
Yeah,
It's part of life. And parang for me na, it so happened na I write music, and it became like that whole outlet of parang, word vomiting, all of these, putting melodies into all of these emotions that I had at the time.
Yeah.
And then basically, that's why it's called sad songs and the B word.
Yeah.
Because the sad songs came after the breakup, but then I had so many love songs that I wrote that after a relationship ended, it didn't really make sense anymore. Like,
So you were so in love. Okay, let's break this down a little bit. You're so in love. You had like, I don't know how many songs. You mentioned about 18 songs or so. And then all of a sudden, this thing happened in your life. And then you look back and what? It's like, why these love songs? It doesn't hit.
It didn't make sense anymore. No, I've written way more songs than that. But like the 18 songs is kind of like, I filtered out all of these songs.
So did you have to change the lyrics and make it a sad song? Or to like...
No, I kept it.
You kept it as is?
Kept it as is.
Okay.
And then parang, basically it's kind of like a quintessential breakup album, but then it has love songs.
Yeah.
So the love songs is what the B word means.
Well, okay. Well, whatever it is, I'm happy that you are in a better place right now.
Definitely,
than what you went through when you were, creating this amazing album, by the way.
Thank you.
Only because a lot of people seem to be able to relate. On Twitter, it's going wild about they're like quoting quotable quotes from all the songs that you've written.
Yeah. And honestly, I don't know. It's actually, I'm surprised it's doing well because honestly, when I write stuff like that, I don't really have any expectations, which I think is nice because you don't have room for disappointment.
Yeah, I mean, you had your hit one, right? And then what? I mean, it's like when you write a song, do you think of like, how do I make another one? Or like, I'm sure when you did one, you did not expect it.
Exactly. Like after that, all of a sudden there was this big pressure of like making the next one, and I'm like, I went back on the drawing board and I was like, wait, when I made that song, I didn't. Nothing. I just made it, and that's it. Right? So it's kind of the same thing I did for the past projects I've been doing. I'm just I like to imagine just like planting these little seeds and just being patient.
You have planted a lot of seeds in this album. I mean, and you brought some friends with you to plant the seeds. I mean, of course, Zild and Gabi. What a song! I mean, it's like.
Thank you. Zild's amazing. Zild's amazing. Yeah.
And then you have also
I with Ben and Ben. Paulo, Benjamin from Ben and Ben.
So did you have to choose specific songs for them, or did they get to choose? How did you?
No, it was really random, honestly. Ako kasi when I collaborate with other artists, I like to actually collaborate and have them also write something about it and have a part that they made. That for me, that's what a collaboration means, right? Not like, hey, here's a song, sing
it. Yeah.
That's not bad as well. But like with Tapusin na natin to with Paulo Benjamin, it was kind of the same idea. We just sat down, all of a sudden, just came out, we were on the piano. Wow, magic. Kind of same thing with Gabi. Tol, ano ba nasa isip mo? Which is literally the first line of the song. So it's honestly magic. I mean, there's no specific rule or like, guidebook, handbook for it.
So, walang rule. Like when I listen to these songs, is there like a certain sequence that I must listen? Do I have to go through the heartbreak? Then do I have to go to the healing? Tapos tapusin na natin to.
No, not really. I mean, honestly, no. The tracklist just made
happened.
sense like that. Parang, I guess, energy-wise as well. You don't want a lot of upbeat songs and then like,
Kung may part 1, bakit may part 2?
So, Because it was 18 songs is way too many songs to put in like one album. That's why we kind of decided now, okay, let's just release the first half now. And then, because at the same time, my schedule is kind of, you know, it's kind of crazy. So we also don't have enough time to be able to finish, like finally finish the second part. So we're probably going to release that in first quarter of Ano.
Well, before we talk about your schedule, because I know, as you said, it is crazy, a little bit first about the song and as a songwriter and going through so much in life, how vulnerable must you be? I mean, we're so used to Taylor Swift talking about her love life, and you write the songs, and all of a sudden, would the girls go, oh, he wrote that for me? Or how much of yourself must you put out there?
It really depends, honestly. Yeah. I mean, with me, I guess I never really cared much about what other people, you know, thought about something that I made or I wrote. Kasi, you know, the songs start out as something that I just put on a piece of paper, and then I get my guitar, and then all of a sudden I put melodies into these words, and then that's just something that's there that only I know of. And then, oh, maybe I can share this with people. And then, you know.
And then bahala nila if they want to claim that song, if it's theirs or not. It might not even be theirs, right? If
they can relate, that's good. If they can't, then hey, next song.
Okay, next song. Well, next thing that you're also so busy, okay, you're doing your sad tour. I don't know how you're going to do it, but you do your sad tour. And then you said you just came home, you just came back from taping. How do you balance, of course, incredible, congratulations to you. I mean, your series is doing...
It's doing really well. I'm so proud and honored to be part of that, honestly,
Yeah, so how is that? How do you balance it out? What's your schedule like?
Oh my, so I think three times a week we shoot for senior high, and then weekends we do shows, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays we do everything else.
Yeah.
So my week is full, which is nice.
It's good.
But you know, it's a blessing, but at the same time.
But you seem to be enjoying it. I mean, you're acting.
Yeah, I actually genuinely am. I don't know.
Yes, so much so you mentioned something that now you're singing is not work anymore.
Yes, I mentioned it earlier. Yeah. Parang ayun nga, for the longest time, I got myself out of that whole thing, you know, TV, because you know, I want to be a musician. So I did, and I don't have any regrets with that decision. That happened like around 5 years ago, and all of a sudden music was the only thing that I was doing, and it became my main thing. And then eventually, like, it started up with Cinemalaya, and these projects happened, and then senior high happened, and all of a sudden, oh wow, I'm back here in TV and doing acting. So now that's kind of becoming my main thing, and music is starting to become my outlet again.
Yes.
It's kind of not work anymore again, which is really nice because parang,
But as I was saying, you're lucky that you're able to dabble in both worlds, and not just, you know, kind of dabble, but be really good at it. I mean, you are an incredible actor, amazing singer, songwriter. You know, it's so much fun to have you here on set. Do visit us again, because we have a lot of people now watching. A lot of people had their phone-in questions. When you talk to him, can you please ask this question?
Oh, really? That's so cute.
A lot. Will do. Thank you so much for being with us. We're so excited to all that you have to do and all that you're doing, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you, Ms. Christine. Thank you.